Hey everybody, and welcome to Authors and Dragons, where a group of comedic fantasy writers get together and try to make it through a whole game of Pathfinder without accidentally dying. Let's see if we pull it off this week. As always, the odds do not look great.
Hi, I'm John Hartness, and I will be playing Fandango the Fantastical, and in real life, I am the author of the Black Knight Chronicles, the Quincy Harker Demon Hunter series, and the Bubba the Monster Hunter series, as well as the publisher of Falstaff Books.
Hi, I'm Rick Gualteri, full-time author, and I play Silas Kane, recently disgraced ex-paladin of Toreg. And in real life, I write the Tome of Bill horror comedy series, including Bill the Vampire, Scary Dead Things, and the series finale, which is coming soon, The Last Coven.
Hello, my name is Robert Bevan. I play the role of Klaus Richter, the Rogue. In real life, I write the Caverns and Creatures series of comedy, fantasy, LIT, RPG novels, and short stories, starting with the first book, Critical Failures.
Hi, my name is Robert Cruzy. I play Catharek the Lost, who is a rather unpleasant and grumpy dwarf cleric who is about to have a crisis of conscience about destroying a perfectly good hyena, among other things. And in real life, I'm the author of a whole bunch of books, including the Dis series of humorous fantasy novels, including Dystopia, Disenchanted, and Disillusioned.
Hey, my name's Steve Weverill. I play Brandon Fymester, monk and professional pumpkin puncher. In real life, I write the Doomsayer Journeys, a comedy fantasy series. Please do check them out.
And I am Drew Hain, full-time author, part-time dolphin fighter. I am the author of such books as Superpowers, NPCs, Fred the Vampire Accountant, and the third book in the Spells, Swords, and Stealth series, Going Rogue, will be coming out in October. And speaking of October, in the first weekend of it, I hope that you will all be coming out to Contraflow to see the first ever Authors and Dragons live podcast. While we will be missing Joseph and Steve, they will be calling in so that we can still put on the regular show you're expecting. And with that plug out of the way, when last we left our intrepid, shockingly still alive heroes, they had successfully slain Bjorg had successfully slain Cloak Boy. While everyone else fought pumpkins.
We cheered him on.
You did cheer the pumpkins on, yes.
My alligator helped.
I had him right where I wanted him.
Just beating the shit out of him.
Bjorg stole my kill.
Bjorg stole Cloak Boy's kill. But Cloak Boy was beaten, the demon horse drank the smoke of his essence, and the mountain that you were standing on began to crumble and fray beneath your very feet. And as the stones give way, a rift appears directly below the feet of Bjorg and Fandango, and they go tumbling out of sight and are quickly lost from view as more debris shifts in and blocks your vantage point.
See? I knew I wasn't the only sinner.
Shit. All right. Well, this got serious pretty quickly.
I feel really relieved that I grabbed my grappling hook.
All right. We've well and truly broken this island.
How's my alligator? Is my alligator okay?
His leg.
Or does he disappear when the fighting's over? I gotta look this up.
He stays for, I think, as many rounds as you have levels, so yeah, he's probably gone now.
Okay. Alright. Bye, alligator.
Your alligator looks around, sees the crumbling remains of a mountain, and unsummons himself.
I am going back to wherever it was. Nice, pleasant swamp that you summoned from.
He's gone to a better place, which apparently is anywhere but here.
Pretty much any other place.
You don't speak alligator, but you're pretty sure his look says, fuck you, you're on your own with this shit.
Sorry, alligator. Thank you for your help.
So, friends, shall we stay here and trust that Toreg shall protect us?
Yeah. Is anyone listening to Silas?
That usually works out well.
Okay. I'm going to pick up Cloak Boy's bag, and I'm going to toss it to Klaus. And then I'm going to suggest we run the hell away.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was going to take his lunch money. I don't know. There's things I have to deal with there. That's a deep-rooted instinct. I think I have to fight it. So you take his lunch money.
Okay.
So is the island still crumbling at this point?
Yes, very much so. It is eroding by the second. Your footing is getting less stable.
And is it crumbling in a particular? Is there a direction that looks like it's safer than others?
You may roll me a perception check.
Okay, hang on, my dude.
I mean, it's got to be better than just standing around with your dicks in your hands talking about it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
People.
I got a mighty fine dick.
That's kind of my go-to action.
I do now, too.
Perception. Thoric rolls an 11 for perception.
Nope. Try again.
Natural 1.
There it is.
Natural 1, which ends up being 11, but it's still a natural 1.
Yes, it is. So, Kutharic, you are positive the way you guys came is the best route. You've been through it. You know the direction. Sure, there's a cave with a giant wall, but by God, that's probably crumbled already.
Yeah, I'm gonna yell to everybody that to go that way.
You're one of the chosen people. You were possessed by Torg himself, so Silas is all like, let's do it.
Guys, I know this stuff. I know about Earth and whatnot. I'm a dwarf. I know how things crumble.
Silas has more faith in you than your alligator did.
I'm preoccupied with this mysterious cloak boy book, so I'll just say, yeah, whatever, and go along.
Yeah, Brandon's got very little experience in running away. He's just, he's gonna defer to you guys on this one. Is this how we run away? Is this, I don't know.
Am I doing it right? Okay, so you're all gonna collectively run back toward the cave that you came in.
Yeah, you knew that was gonna happen, Drew. Don't act surprised.
Oh, the dice, I think Bjorg used all your dice luck last game.
Yeah, well, look at Bjorg now.
Alright, so you all turn and bolt back down the hill through the withered grass and the eroding rock. It's very tough to move. Like you have to slow down, and your footing keeps getting lost, and it's a long process. But you do make it back down through, and you stumble in through the mouth of the cave, and everybody roll me reflex saves.
Silas rolls a natural 1.
Perfect.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus.
Thoric rolls a 17.
Oh, Brandon Firemaster rolls a 28. Reflex the shit out of that.
It's a natural 20.
Yeah, natural 20.
Klaus Richter rolls a 28, which was not a natural 20.
So you all burst through, and a rock immediately lands directly on Silas's head for, son of a bitch, 1 damage. Everybody else, seeing Silas get cracked in the noggin, realizes, oh shit, there are rocks falling because we ran into a cave during an earthquake, and you all dive out of the way with incredible agility, especially Brandon Thighmaster, who actually leaps over Silas and does like a twist in the air before landing in like one of them cool Matrix poses.
As he's flying over Silas's head while he whispers, "Your god is terrible."
I know, only 1 damage, you know. Torg is losing his touch. It should have caved into my skull.
It seems as if my cave intuition has let us down this time, you guys.
Klaus looks at Brandon's jump and says, "Wow, you really look like you were trying at that one." It's like that's the best you could possibly do, huh?
Put a lot of effort into that one.
Yeah, I like to keep up appearances.
My 28 was barely trying.
Everybody, now that you have run in and are staring at the giant wall, roll me perception checks.
Silas rolls a 20, non-natural.
Thoric rolls a 24.
Klaus rolls a 16.
Okay, Brandon Firemaster rolls a 21. Brandon.
Alrighty. Well, everybody who beat 20, can notice that the pool that Silas/Klaus, when they were one person, swam through, has been buried under rubble. The enormous wall blocking your way is still an enormous wall blocking your way, and the falling rocks from the sky have begun to close off your path outward.
Oh, this doesn't look promising.
Oh, no, but you also see, and everybody sees this one, that the wall is moving, and it's not falling, per se. It's more rippling, and in fact, you all see as a hand, not unlike the ones that have previously appeared in your journey on this island, manifests and begins reaching out from the wall, and a face actually soon follows as this half-formed stone monster sort of pulls itself out of the wall and points at Klaus. You!
Oh yeah,
What did I do?
that happened after you drank that potion
All right.
that you
Okay.
might have sort of been force-fed.
So, the good news is that he has, by using the material of the wall to stagger out and point at Klaus, broken a path through the wall that you can utilize, assuming you can run past him without taking damage.
Is he only focused on Klaus?
He is really only looking at Klaus.
Okay, I'm not really seeing a problem for the rest of us then.
Well, if you guys had told me earlier that running away involved punching something, I would have been much better at it. Okay, I'm going past the rock monster.
So roll me a stealth check to see if you can run past while his attention is on Klaus.
Okay, Brandon Firemaster rolls a 26 on stealth.
You have no problem dashing past the rock monster and arriving at the other side of the cave. However, there are some rocks start to pile up around the exit, so you might want to start shoveling for freedom while the others make their break.
Alright,
Okay.
Silas, I guess I'll make a break for it. What are we
Give me a
rolling?
stealth.
15.
All right.
Not very stealth.
No, 15's still a pretty good score. You get past him.
Tharek gets a 15 as well.
Man, you guys are hitting it right on the DC. Alright, so the three of you are shoveling. Klaus, you cannot stealth. This thing is staring you the fuck down. It is completely aware of you. So you're gonna
No.
have to try and acrobatics your way
All right.
through him. Since he's such a big guy, you're gonna have to try and, like, run between his legs without taking an attack.
All right.
Just don't look up and be mesmerized.
By his giant stone nuts.
Well, now you pointed them out. No one can stop looking at them. Oh, that's got weird really quick.
All right. Klaus rolls a 27.
Alright, with a 27, despite this thing reaching down and grabbing for you, it's still sort of half-formed and unstable. Bits of it are slipping out, and you just zigzag, duck, dive, dip, and dodge. And you leap through past the wall, and it sort of turns around and gets stuck because it's not big enough to fit through the hole it made. Or it's too big to fit through the hole it made. It's too unwieldy and unstable. And it just sort of yells as you run past and actually get through the door that they've cleared out. I'm coming for you!
I point at his nuts as I run under and say, "You."
Just that he is his nuts? Is that...
I don't know. That's what he said to me. He pointed and said, "You." So I
Oh.
returned it.
Fair enough. Okay.
Shed a moment.
Silas doesn't hear it correctly. It sounds like, ooh.
So the four of you managed to bolt out of the cave, which is something of a miracle because that was just a crazy ass decision. And you are now back running through forest. You are just sort of racing down. The trees have rotted and are falling away, but thankfully they're just rotting too fast and turning to dust before they can actually fall and be in your path. So they mean they're nothing. It's just rough terrain as you scramble along. Everybody give me a dexterity check.
This is Klaus's day.
Brandon Firemaster rolls a 5.
Is that with your mod? Yes, it is. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Silas gets a 20.
I used up all my awesome on the last roll.
Tharek gets 19.
God, in what universe is Kufarik more dexterous than me?
I know. Strange things are happening.
In what universe is he more dexterous than a brick? This is...
You know, maybe Brandon's muscles are all sore from the battle with Cloak Boy there.
All right,
Yeah.
Klaus rolls a 25.
Okay, so what happens is as you're racing down the crumbling hill, you are just leaping and dodging, and like the area is eroding and like collapsing in pockets around you. And so sometimes there'll be a blast of dust or debris that just sort of shoots out haphazardly. And as you are all running, you all sort of drop down past the ledge, and in that exact moment, a blast of debris sort of shoots out, and it doesn't hit any of the other three, but what happens is chunks of rock and dust and Fandango comes blasting out, hitting Brandon like straight in the back, and they both tumble ass over tea kettle several feet.
So how badly does Fandango break against Brandon?
Wait, was he playing the guitar as he blasted out?
Well, yeah, I couldn't have blasted out if I wasn't playing the guitar.
Okay, 'cause that's awesome.
Hi, Brandon. I guess now I'll play the washboard. Washboard.
Don't touch me. Don't just burst out of the ground, smack me in the face, and then presume to touch me. I mean, I'm glad you're alive, but let's not test my boundaries here.
Boundaries. Your abs have abs. You don't have boundaries.
You can't just come back from the dead and sexually assault me. It's not cool.
Fandango, when you and Bjorg collapsed in the initial rift at the top, you both fell into different little cavernous sections of the newly crumbling mountain. You've been slipping and bouncing around for a while. You have no idea what happened to Bjorg, and you just sort of got banged about until you got shot out right into Brandon.
Yeah, that happens. As you do. So, hi guys, what's up?
We're running away.
Running for our lives.
Oh, okay. Well, we should...
Because the gods have cursed us.
You and your gods. So alright. Why aren't we running some more?
Rumble, rumble, rumble.
Klaus is laughing at Brandon's lack of dexterity.
Silas will drag Fandango back to his feet and then keep running.
Yeah. Oh, hi, kitty.
Okay, so we're running away again. I don't know.
I mean, it's your call. You don't have to.
We're just running at this point. We're not running away from anything, except for the giant rock monster.
No, we're running away from the crumbling mountain, back towards the villagers who are going to be really, really pissed at us.
Sounds like we're not pausing very long at the village.
Are we still following Kufarik, or did we realize that was a terrible idea?
No, none of you have really...
That turned out to be a brilliant idea.
Turned out I was right about the cave after all.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, can't fault it. Cool. Keep running after Kufarik then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I run to where it seems like maybe I won't die.
Okay.
We're just kind of jogging after Kufarik.
So you guys are just going to
let's
keep
knock it out of hand with this whole
down?
running.
Alright, gets no respect.
Aw.
I'm keen to see if there's booze left at the bottom of this mountain, so yeah, I'm going to keep moving.
Alright, I won't make you roll dex checks again since there's no more Fandangos to come shooting out.
Oh, bummer.
But as you are making pace, and the crumbling mountain it's getting a little more stable. It's still very clearly that this thing is going to come apart, but it was the worst at the top. Almost, right at the center of the destruction. And so you guys keep running down, and give me perception checks.
Alright.
Are we still missing Bjorg then?
Bjorg is still missing.
Yeah.
Silas gets an 8.
Fandango rolls a 9. I mean, I did just, fall up Brandon's ass, so...
Yeah, that's pretty good.
17.
Klaus rolls an 11.
Clark, where you been hiding all these good rolls, man?
I know, right? It's like all of a sudden something's changed. I think Catharik is having sort of a revelation, an epiphany about his place in the universe.
Maybe I should roll it.
Wow.
Silas had his god come down to Earth and scold him and still hasn't had an epiphany.
He still hasn't figured anything out. Just give me a sign. Some kind of sign.
Brandon Flymaster rolls a 15.
You are an asshole. Thank you, Torek.
Still not getting it.
Okay, so...
Asshole.
Silas and Fandango, you are too focused and the rumbling is too loud. You don't really notice anything. Kutherick, Klaus, and Brandon all notice that as you're getting near the village, there's a lot of noise coming from it. A lot of, yelling, probably panicking because the fucking island is coming apart. Kutherick and Brandon can both notice that some of these screams are a little intense for just panic. There's some blood curdling ones going on.
Don't worry, guys. We took care of everything.
Is anyone shouting "sucks to your auntie" or your ass, Mar?
Does it sound like they're being attacked? Is that the deal?
You just know that some of these sounds sound very blood curdling, pained. Not just panicked, but terrified. And
Silas starts singing a cheerful hymn to Torek.
All right.
The the party's still going strong down there.
Catharic will continue to run toward the village then. Maybe if we can be of some help to these people, they won't hate us as much.
Yeah, you can. So at this point, you guys are just sort of going to have to make this call on the fly as you're running. You can steer toward the village, or you can run past them and try to make a break for the beach.
Beach sounds kind of good.
Catharic.
I'm going to keep going to the village. Screw it.
Your fearless leader, Kutharic, is herding you all toward the village.
He's gotten us this far, and he's been right all along. I can't help it.
Torek has already cast his judgment upon this island. It's full of sinners.
No booze.
So, we're going back to the village? Cool. There were horrors and booze. I like that.
Okay, so as you are all racing along, you kind of come to a few, actual still standing trees. These haven't eroded quite yet. It's the effects down here are a little slower going than they were at the top of the mountain. And as you sort of break through the brush and burst into the side of the village, near where you first met Cloakboy, a new sight greets your eyes. And you don't really need new perceptions for this, because it's not super hard. The village is on fire!
God damn it, this happens to us all the time.
Oh, it's familiar, at least.
Now I want perceptions from everyone.
I was kind of hoping there was pirates or something, that there was a ship we could get off of this island with.
I'm looking for the well.
Catharic rolls another 15.
And
Plus-
Mingo rolls an 8.
Klaus rolls a natural 1.
Silas rolls an 18.
Brandon Firemaster rolls an 11. Natural one. You really were looking for a well, weren't you? A well you already know isn't there.
Yeah, Klaus is ignoring...
Don't know
They
that.
may have dug one in the meantime while we were up at the mountain.
He's paying no heed to anything else. He is looking for a well, tunnel vision, nothing else is entering his sight. He might be seeing it, but he's not registering it. Fandango and everyone else, you notice that there's bodies on the ground and people fighting and, just a lot of chaos and violence. Brandon can tell that these people seem fairly skilled. They are shedding a lot of blood. They are really going after each other. And then Silas and Kuthric can tell all of that, and they actually have the keen enough eyes to make out that, oh, holy shit, these are exactly the same people who were peacefully partying with us, yesterday. And now they have all produced weapons, and they are going fucking at one another.
We have sinned against the island and destroyed all that is good, and turned the people against each other.
I shoot a
Cool.
few arrows myself into the people.
Brandon shouts.
Oh, roll it! Roll the attack!
These people are murdering each other.
Wait, I want to go run into the center of the fray and try to talk them down.
Well, Silas declared his first, so let's see how the arrows go over.
That'll probably help. It's not going to help my case much. Ignore my friend who is shooting at you.
Oh,
All right.
great.
So first shot is an 18 AC, and the second shot is a 28 AC.
Alright, you definitely drop one dude and you put an arrow in the quad of another. And they kinda,
Torek has declared this place to be sinful.
they sort of look at you, and the one who's not dead goes, "Well, no shit! It's a prison, you moron!"
Oh,
Fuck!
Okay.
Let's clean this fucking house.
This prison rocked a while ago.
fucking Australia?
Everybody who has knowledge arcana or knowledge history, you can roll one of those.
Okay.
More like Australia before we fucked it all up.
I got a natural 1 on my knowledge history.
Alright. I got no knowledge
I got a
whatsoever.
24 on my knowledge arcana.
And Catharic gets a 26 on knowledge history.
Wow! Jesus. Is anybody else going?
He knows his history.
I don't think
I'm
I
a
have either
bard.
one of those.
Yeah. Silas doesn't know shit about either of those.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. They very much made it. My God.
What is it the little dude said? I drink and I know things. Come on, I'm a bard.
So you both, now that you're putting the pieces together, recall hearing tales of a island prison constructed off of the coast of Caldern, where a very powerful artifact was said to ensure endless peace and eternal life for the most violent and vicious of criminals of the kingdom. It was a place that was a perfect prison because its very existence made them never want to leave.
Imagine what that thing's worth. If only we could find it.
Wow.
Much like you saw a change coming over Kutharic, you see actually a little more psycho coming into like Silas. As the guy that like mentioned it was a prison. He has no idea what the fuck it is, but like prisoner. Just Silas thinks this whole place is freaking like cursed at this point. So he's pretty much just like, you have all offended the gods.
Brandon
No,
Finance.
really, Silas. You have literally offended the gods. So bad he came down to tell you.
Brandon Finemaster still doesn't really understand what's going on with that natural one, so he steps forward and he shouts to everyone, "Everyone calm down, it's gonna be okay. We have saved you from an eternity of meaningless sex and good times. You can just build a small statue if you want, that will be fine. But there's no need to be overexcited. Everything's in hand."
You can return to your life of toil and hardship.
God, when you put it that way, I really want to die now.
Yeah, I'm rethinking my plan to try to talk them out of killing each other. Now I want to.
So, guys,
Yeah,
Silas,
we have
Silas
to
is
either
letting me
kill
know.
everybody, or we have to get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah, I'm changing my mind about I'm getting out of this place.
And can we not let Silas vote?
Oh no, Bjork's not here to knock him out.
I'm gonna sit back and as long as nobody bothers me, I'd like to I've given up on the well. I can't find it anywhere. I'd like to take a look at Cloak Boy's book while everybody's doing whatever they're doing.
You try to pull it open, but it is unwilling to budge.
I love it. You're like, the place is burning down around me. I'm gonna pull up my Kindle and see what's new.
I want to pull out my Kindle and maybe pick up Critical Failures by Robert Bevan. Just hashtag product placement.
Worth it.
Yeah, let me see if I can plug my iPod into my loot and get that new Superpowers audiobook going.
So scum, Silas is still shooting.
Okay. So you have arrived at the scene of carnage and bloodshed and chaos, and Silas has decided that he is fucking in.
Jesus, he's gone full comedian. Whatever happened to the American dream, man?
And by comedian, you don't mean like Jim Carrey, you mean like the fucking Watchmen. Because, yeah, this is some Rorschach shit right here.
I mean, the more you look, the more you see, like, there's a dude with, like, an axe just fighting a girl with a staff, and, like, a limb comes off, and they don't slow down, they just keep going. It's almost like an eternity's worth of pent-up violence and hatred and crazy that was sealed off by this magical totem is now just bursting forth, and they are just in the bloodlust.
Yeah, I'm gonna run to the beach.
This place has been judged by the gods.
Silas, we're leaving.
I'll catch up soon.
Yeah,
bye.
so Silas firing arrows indiscriminately and none of you being remotely stealthy has started to draw a couple of eyes, and they are starting to sort of, some of them are starting to run at you guys.
Oh, God.
Oh, well, I'm gonna start being stealthy.
I don't think it works that way.
Well, I mean, if I run into the woods a little bit and I can
Yeah.
lose sight, I'm a stealth fucking master.
I think I can get us out of this. I will roll to intimidate.
Give it a roll.
Okay. I've been rolling like shit. Ooh. Random Fire Master rolls a 25. Basically, he flexes at these guys, and his muscles just kind of move around independently like one of those sliding puzzles.
Alright, I'll give them a collective will. 21! They are suitably impressed by your muscular flexing, and, they want to cut you into pieces, but really they want to just cut anyone to pieces, and weaker people they can cut more easily, so right now there's lesser prey, so they kind of go back to fighting one another momentarily.
I would like to use that opportunity to slip into the, behind some trees or something and hide and watch.
Roll me a stealth check.
Okay. Klaus rolls a 32.
Klaus rolls a 32. Jesus Christ. Yeah, while Brandon is flexing, Klaus has just, turned to mist almost and just disappeared behind a tree.
So, looking at that, Fandango's going to draw his rapier and look very menacing and try and intimidate them from fucking with him as well.
Oh, don't undo all my hard work.
Okay.
It's okay, I think I got
holy
this.
shit.
Holy
I-
shit.
Okay, so that was a natural 20. Can I intimidate them into running the fuck away if I double it up?
Whew, you, I mean,
Oh,
with
God, now.
with Brandon's, I'm gonna roll just to see if they get a natural. I'm just gonna roll a d20. If they don't get a natural 20, they're not gonna beat that. They don't get a natural 20. So yeah, between Brandon's intimidate and your intimidate, they are actually going to sort of stagger back a little, and one of them will take a pack and just throw it over at you. Be like,
I'll pick-
fine, kill the others
Great.
first. I'll see you at
That's
the
not bad.
end.
I'll
think-
pick up the pack.
Brandon, I think that's the worst thing that's ever happened to you as far as being shown up goes.
Yeah.
You just got outflexed by a bard, bitch.
There's a lesson to be learned there about showmanship, I think. I think I can, I'm impressed with Fandango.
Well, you know, if you can't actually fight, you'd better fucking be able to intimidate somebody.
Wow, I have to say that was a shocking amount of luck on y'all's part. I really thought you were about to drag yourselves into an ass whipping.
Oh, I've poured a rank in Intimidate every level, and I get a shit ton of bonuses off Charisma.
Oh,
See, once again, Kutharik did the thing.
you
Knew
have
you'd
a
be able to
bag of
intimidate those guys.
loot from the dead people of the village.
Sweet. I'll just tuck it in my backpack, and let's get the fuck out of here. I'll look at it later.
I mean, that's up to you guys. Do you run?
Oh yeah, I'm running.
Well, I mean, once
I'm
we
already
get to the beach, what's there?
Less killers?
Not people that want to kill us.
Well, alright, you guys should hide like me, and I'll be okay.
We just hear it as this kind of echoes around.
Yeah. He's like hiding behind Brandon, like every time Brandon moves, Klaus moves.
Silas is still frothing at the mouth. He's like, I have looked into the eyes of the world and seen madness. I know what I have to do now.
God
Oh,
damn it.
shit.
Can I roll a diplomacy check to talk Silas into getting the fuck out of here?
You can try.
Fandango rolls a 15.
Silas, I guess, roll me a diplomacy? I don't know how that one works.
Not
Or
sure.
Will save, maybe?
Well, I mean,
Well-
you make a more convincing argument than Silas's 8.
Make your case, and then Silas just react to it as if it were more favorable than whatever John presents. So add a little weight to whatever John says.
Alright, Silas, so I understand that the guilty need to be punished, but if you get us all killed, then you will only be able to punish the few guilty here. But if we stay alive, we can punish hundreds and hundreds of guilty all across the globe.
Hundreds and of thousands of guilty across the globe.
There's
The
a whole lot of
seas will
guilty.
run red with sinners.
Exactly. And we can't find all of those sinners here. So we need
There's
to go to the beach and look for more sinners.
There's a lot of sinners here, though.
I know there's at least one sinner already headed towards the beach. He's a little short sinner. He heals us.
We are the sinners.
It's like I can think of at least one sinner amongst us.
Who are you talking about?
The one who rips dicks off?
I was talking about Cathartic who ran for the fucking beach.
No, I think Kutharik is still with y'all. Or did he already bolt? Did Kutharik bolt?
I ran off.
Oh
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
okay. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Kutharik just said, fuck
pause.
this.
Yeah, I'm gone. I'm
He's
halfway to the beach.
All right. I
Dwarf,
got
he's like 10 feet away.
Yeah, I'm running as fast as I can, and it's just like,
So Silas, Fandango has made his case, and he has a 15 of diplomacy, adding a weight to his words. What do you think?
the thought of all those sinners out there, like, this is just the tip of the iceberg. Silas will, we'll pick one more target, fire off a shot at him, and then, then retreat, follow his friends.
Okay.
What about Bjork? Is anyone else thinking about maybe we should be looking for Bjork?
I got the stupid one. You got to get the big one. I can only do so much.
Alright.
If you have any ideas for where to look for him.
Don't do I?
There's
Okay,
not a well.
I'll run after Brandon will run after the other guys, but he'll be shouting, Bjork, Bjork, as he goes along.
That's fair.
All right, so everyone's collectively leaving the village of murder.
Oh, wait, did Silas go?
Yeah, Silas agreed to go.
Oh, alright, then, yeah, I guess I'll chase after. I'll still try to be stealthy, though.
Okay.
Should I roll for that?
Yes, you should.
If anybody chases after us, I'll be happy to, shoot them down.
Oh, shit. Klaus rolls a natural 1 on stealth.
Klaus is running right next to Brandon, and he's still doing that like copy movement thing, and without thinking about it, he's just screaming, "Yeah! Bjorn!" And then looking at Brandon, "Shh." Well, I will tell you, Silas, people were going to chase after you until the combination of Brandon and Fandango scared the living shit out of everyone who noticed you.
That's okay. Silas isn't smart enough to understand that. He's like, yes, fear the power of the gods.
So as you all are just racing your asses along, you continue walking. It's still crumbling. You can actually sort of see, it's almost like a donut now. The top of the mountain has collapsed completely down. There are just, smoke is rising from the debris and the dust. And it's just sort of slowly eroding outward. You can tell this is going to break up. Right now it's kind of a ring. And then eventually this will all probably go down as well. But as...
The guys who, who made their rolls, Silas will ask, how long has this place been around?
A really long time.
Yeah, thousands of years that artifact has stood. The prison hasn't always been here, but they've used that artifact to create similar ones at various places throughout the different kingdoms. And then you all destroyed it.
Then we have truly been chosen to be the gods' avengers.
My God, you idiot.
So as you all are racing down the remains of the hill, you're breaking through the brush, and you burst through, and the beach comes into view. And standing there, covered in dirt, but with a big smile on his face, is Bjorg, as he runs one of the crazy murder village people through with his blade. And you just look down, and there's 5 corpses. So, Bjorg's been on the beach,
well done.
Murdering dumb fucks who tried to step to him.
Somebody's having a good day.
Yes.
I should have followed Bjorg.
And he opens his mouth to speak, and he coughs, and some of that dust comes out, and he's just got a little too much dirt in the throat to be able to speak. And then you look a little bit further, and you see what is quite possibly the most beautiful thing you could have imagined. You see a boat coming.
Oh.
Not just any boat, the boat that you set sail on.
Oh, crap.
That's not really the most beautiful thing I'd want to see.
I mean, you're stuck on an island with nothing but murderers.
Yeah, a different boat would have been the most beautiful thing.
Yeah.
All right,
weren't we still, didn't we still owe them a steering wheel?
Well, we sent them enough wood.
Oh, okay.
The boat's moving, so they clearly
here.
found it.
I guess what they got here, yeah.
We threw enough wood off the cliff.
Let's set the forest on fire as a signal.
Catharic
I'm
is just
all over
really...
that.
Can we set Silas on fire as a signal?
We should try and signal the boat, and nobody's given me a better idea than setting the forest on fire.
I have a better idea than setting the forest on fire.
I don't believe it.
Give me a second. I'm gonna cast Dancing Light and make 4 glowing balls of light.
Well, that could help as well.
You cast 4 glowing balls of light, and they dance around, and then you hear a very distinct goblin voice scream, "We know you're there! We can see you! We came here for you!"
But still.
I'm not sure who he was talking to. I think we should still set the forest on fire.
Catharic is just pounding the sand at this point, because he's very distraught about what he's done to the island.
Is there
I thought he was still worked up about the hyena.
small boat coming?
The hyena and the island. The wake of destruction.
And Silas is pretty much the opposite of Cathar. He's all worked up about about what we've done. That this is the will of the gods that we've that we've destroyed this haven of evil.
And Catharic wants to tell Silas that he's completely 100% wrong about that, and that we made a mistake. Now look, I realize, Catharic says, that you guys all look up to me, and
You don't mean that literally, do you?
Unquestionably, Catharic stands on a log and says, I know you guys all look up to me, and
You're gonna need a
because
bigger
of
log.
my exceptional strength and intelligence and wisdom, and follow me pretty much wherever I lead you.
I'm gonna start to play the Glory Hymn of the Republic.
I'm gonna start burning the log.
Battle Hymn of the Republic. Battle Hymn of the Republic. That's it.
And I feel like it's partly my fault, perhaps mostly my fault, that we destroyed that artifact and screwed up the island and caused all these people to murder each other. And
You destroyed what now?
flattened the hyena and killed all the trees.
I think we've determined all of that was Brandon's fault. The hyena in particular.
That hyena died the way it lived. Literally. I mean, it was only there for 2 seconds.
Don't you see this is a good thing? These people were all evil murderers. And now we've pretty much condemned them to just drown. It's wonderful.
We're living an idyllic life. I was completely wrong. We were wrong to disrupt the nature, the balance of things in this island. We destroyed the natural equilibrium of nature, and now we're paying for it. And all of these people are killing each other and causing this grief and suffering because of what we did.
Yeah,
but the sword. This
bad.
was fate.
But the important thing is that I learned a personal lesson, and I've grown as a person a little bit. I've learned that maybe not all nerds are complete nerds. So, in a way, kind of, I've already forgotten what you're talking about. Let's just get on the boat.
Yeah, you hear Footstool scream, "Hey, dipshits! You coming?"
Well, are you sending us like a little boat? Or do we have to fucking swim to you?
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna send some crew to the island of insane murderers that's collapsing for you guys. That's certainly what we're going to do.
Awesome, thanks.
Are you being sarcastic?
Almost always.
Fair enough. The one who doesn't wear armor is swimming to the boat.
Oh, wait a minute. Kufrik, this might actually be a good time to summon an animal that swims.
Yeah. Could summon a dolphin or something. I gotta check the list.
Crocodiles can swim, bro.
Is Kutharik's log something I could use as a floaty while I paddle out to the boat? I don't want to rely on my swim skill.
Let's see. It's on the beach, so we assume it's driftwood. So yeah, presumably it floats.
All right, I'm gonna push Kutharik off the log and connect with the boat, preferably mid-speech.
On a bed and get the fuck out of the way.
Kutharik doesn't stall. He doesn't fight it.
Yeah, so I don't wear armor. I'm swimming for the fucking boat.
Okay.
Silas is still trying to convince Kutharik this is a good thing, that it's the will of the gods. It's destiny.
The log is big enough that you can all sort of grab on and collectively kick together, and you will get a +5 on your swim check.
Well, that's good.
Teamwork. All right, so who's rolling?
Everyone's rolling.
Oh, all right.
Well, unless you're not swimming, in which case...
I don't think I have a spell ready, so I'll just have to go with log.
Come on, Silas. We're leaving.
All right. Silas rolls a 10, which I guess with 5 is a 15.
Yep.
Fandango rolls a 21 with his bonus, so he swims like a motherfucker.
Klaus rolls a 14.
Kutharik gets an 18. I didn't add any bonuses to that.
And
No, that was a swim. Oh, right. All right, yeah, sorry. Then Klaus gets a 9.
you're just rolling to beat 10. You're hanging onto a log, kicking. Not super hard.
It's not like a well.
Don't take away the glory. Brandon Flymaster rolls a 19.
We
Fine.
could still fuck this up.
You all heroically kick away from the island like toddlers holding on to a boogie board.
I feel
really
really
good
good about this, guys. This is a good act.
Sounds about right.
I like
Well,
to think of it more like the end of Jaws.
Yeah.
As the island is burning and sinking behind you.
you.
Turn to Kutharik. Quint?
As long as it's not like the end of Titanic.
I think we're going to need a bigger log.
Well, there's just one guy on the log. I'm willing to take money that's Klaus already.
All right, as you all are making your way, you make it to the boat, no problem. It's not hard to hold on to a log and kick that far. So you all make it, and you are pulled up. And as you get up, you hear more noise coming from the island. And Footstool kind of claps his hands and looks at the others and is like, "Okay, it's go time. We're going right now, come on." And you can all look behind you and see a lot of magic seems to be going on. There's definitely a lumbering form that you can make out over the trees, sort of sliding into the water on the other side of the island.
Monster.
Something with wings has sprouted and is flying up into the sky. There's a few blasts of magical light, almost like someone's teleporting. You see a few figures just take off as if they'd cast upon themselves. And Kutherick and Fandango, with your awesome knowledges, you can keep writing it. You can know that, it wasn't just assholes who got banished here. It was some really powerful sons of bitches. Like incarnated monsters and people with a lot of juice, and they are now once again free upon the world.
Brandon looks over this and says to himself, "Yep, just another day in the personal development of Brandon Flymaster."
Klaus will wave his massive dick at them.
Tharic
Battered,
remains
healthy dick.
Yes.
Tharic remains more concerned about the hyena and the trees than anything else.
So we basically just freed everybody from the fucking Phantom Zone.
Silas shoots a few arrows at some of the flying things.
You are nowhere near them. They are way off.
It was a threat.
A warning shot.
Yeah. So Footstool's gonna sort of turn and face you. Wow, we definitely thought you all had abandoned your quest and we're gonna be dead soon, but Captain said you hadn't quit and he could find you with the compass, so we came over and boy, we did not expect you to have destroyed Prisoner Island. That was an interesting choice.
Who said we did this?
You did. I heard him on the beach. And he points at Kutherick and then he points at his giant goblin ears. These aren't just for show,
He stood on a log and made a speech about it.
Yeah.
He did it.
Yeah.
It was our fault.
Who believes him?
Footstool raises his
mostly
hand.
my fault.
A couple of the other sailors raise their hands.
These poor bastards just follow me unquestioningly because of my wisdom and intelligence.
A few people put
They
their hands
believe
down.
They're becoming less and less convinced. I convinced them that the island was evil and needed to be destroyed, and now I realize that it was part of the natural world that needed to be preserved, and we needed to live in harmony with it, and we've screwed that up.
Footstool's just gonna, you really fucked this up. This is, technically treason, I think?
No. This is the start
Against
of
the
bringing
world.
Hang on.
justice to the world.
Hang on. He reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a scroll and flips it through. No, that artifact is of divine creation. So this is heresy.
Oh, that's all. Oh, wait.
Yeah. World where gods are real. Heresy's nothing to fuck with.
Also, there was this hyena that I feel really bad about. I summoned this hyena, and he was flattened almost immediately. They never really had a chance.
That might not have been the worst heresy to take place on the island.
And sometimes heresies must be done to fulfill the will of the gods.
That's a fun thing for a paladin to say. Okay, we're gonna get away from here now, and Cap'n will sort of figure out how to handle this. I mean, you're already sort of on a repentance quest, and we're not turning back to take you back to a judge, so, boy, I think you might get a freebie on this one.
See, I told you everything would work out, guys.
Well, from us. The gods, that's all your own business.
No, we must make amends for the errors of our ways.
Make amends downstairs. We're going now. There's a lot of terrible shit leaving that island. We're getting out of here.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've got to go below deck and handle this, I say, as I pull my pants back up.
I guess you did just get your dick back.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, everybody on the ship isn't aware that, like, how long he was dead for.
Right.
I made a choice to have a large penis, knowing that it would be easier to rip off and I'm feeling better about that choice.
He made a dangerous call and it paid off for him.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when you all get below, I will go ahead and let you know that within the sack of corpse loot that was tossed at Fandango for his excellent intimidation,
Rawr, bitches.
you find a wooden staff with some what looked to be like fingernail marks, as if they were trying to claw their way out of it, like it was being pressed on their throat, etched in the bottom. But otherwise, like really nice staff, like just a good solid wooden staff. You find a spell book with a bloody handprint on it. I don't really think I have to paint that picture for you. You find 100 gold split between you all. And you find a few scraps of paper in a language that you do not understand. And you find a pair of boots.
That's a pretty good haul. I just want to point out that I think I mentioned before that it was my driving ambition to win a fight entirely by intimidation, and that Fandango has completely ruined that for me.
That's what I'm here for.
Epically.
Just as much as he possibly could do. But well done.
And with you all below deck, and the ship hightailing it away from the remains of the just horrible thing you've all done, I think that's where we're going to call this game. We'll pick it up in 2 weeks. But for now, we are going to go to the Q&A section where we discuss, or where we take questions from our listeners. But right before we go into that, one quick plug. If you'd like to ask us some of these questions in person, we are all going to be at Contraflow on September 30th through October 2nd. And by all, I mean everybody except Steve and Joe. Sorry, fucked that up. And it'll be in New Orleans. So, I mean, go to New Orleans.
We'll be drunk as fuck.
Yeah. And, I mean, honestly, do you really need an excuse to go to New Orleans? Go to New Orleans and then maybe come by the table for 5 minutes. Who gives a shit? Go to New Orleans.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
Yeah. Look, I love us, and I'm sure our panel's going to be a lot of fun, but I don't know if we can compete with New Orleans.
Hell.
We're going to get people saying, I came to New Orleans, I didn't bother to stop by and see you guys because fuck you guys, I was having too much fun.
Yeah, and we'll be like, yeah, okay. I mean, you can hire your own parade in New Orleans. What the fuck?
How much does that cost?
I think like $500.
Nice.
That all?
Yeah, it's shockingly cheap.
Totally won't ship and hire a parade.
Don't fucking tempt me. Alright, so with the plug out of the way, let's throw it to Rick, who is going to lead us through this night's questions.
Alright, Josh asks, if there was a video game in which you could input a character from one of your books to Deathmatch Challenge and another Authors and Dragons character, which character would you choose and what character would you challenge?
Bubba versus fucking anybody because he carries a Desert Eagle. And he just don't give a fuck.
I don't know, man. Have you seen the shit Bjorg's brought down?
Yeah, and that's awesome from 6 feet away. So 50 caliber Persuader.
And the funny thing is, my two characters would absolutely hate each other because Bill deals with guys like Silas as part of the Templar, and he just mercilessly mocks them. So I'm sure that would probably be at the top of his list.
Yeah, I don't really have a lot of tough guy characters. They're mostly just kind of smartasses and sarcastic. So I don't think it would make for a very good death match. It would be more of a sarcasm snark match
Or a slap fight.
slap fight.
I think I would do Roy from Superpowers versus Brandon Thighmaster, because I feel like they might be actually the only characters I have in the stable, or Roy might be the only character I have in the stable who could actually enter a flex-off with Brandon and let that be their form of deathmatch.
Sounds like the way to go.
I'd probably pitch Cooper against Silas. Do I need to elaborate?
I think I'd put Azron Bezron against Klaus Richter, just to see who was the biggest piece of shit, basically.
That's a hell of a fight.
That bar's set pretty high.
No weapons, just being a dick matchup.
Sounds like every panel I've ever been on.
Don't forget to come to the Authors and Dragons panel at Contraflow.
Just come to Contraflow, where I teach the rest of the Authors and Dragons crew the fine art of crashing panels you are not programmed to be on.
Our first and our last gathering.
Yeah. No, I'll teach you where all the good hangover spots are. We will power through this son of a bitch together.
All right, Matthew. This one is primarily, I think, for Steve. But Matthew asks, crossing universes a bit here, but how much more badass would Brandon Thighmaster be with a Nimbus 2000 or a Firebolt instead of his ordinary broom?
Yeah, I'm going to say not much, because I'm not a fan of Harry Potter. I mean, I like Harry Potter, but I think there is a flying broom option in Pathfinder. But I don't know.
I think
that seems even below Brandon's dignity.
Yeah, it seems kind of redundant with his abs.
Yeah.
I mean, you've already got the abs, so why would you need a special?
I feel like flex with that over your shoulder and just break it.
I feel like in the last episode we could easily reveal that Brandon's broom has been flying the whole time and be like, why didn't you ever use that? He's like, nah.
just not his thing.
Too much, you know?
Yeah.
You fuckers can only handle so much awesome.
I got one. Christopher Majava says, is the Kickstarter to get Steve across the pond for Contraflow a reality?
I think we had one person who said we should
close,
definitely do it, but one person does not a Kickstarter make.
Yeah.
Unless that one person's got like $1,000.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, Chris, the ball's in your court.
It's really just more of a PayPal account.
You're going to have a Patreon with one person there.
Steve.Westroll at payme.com.
All right. We have one from Emily. Is there some other career type thing you each want to do in addition to what you're already doing? I guess it's more of a real life question.
Oh.
Career type.
I don't even want to be doing this.
I thought there'd be more hookers.
I actually wrote a blog about this like last week, that if I were to pick one perfect job for myself aside from being a writer, I would love to get paid to review really cheap Asian buffets. Because I fucking love them. Not ironically in any way. I don't know. I don't have an explanation, but like a $5 to $10 Chinese buffet, shit yeah, I'm there.
I got an explanation. MSG.
You are
get that
not
crab bake with the cheese and like the clearly mayo sauce. Oh shit, that's so terrible, but it's good. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris does not get a vote on dinner at Contraflow. So, this is my second career, so I've already had one, and you see how well that fucking turned out. I don't know. I mean, I'd love to be a rock star, but I can't sing or play an instrument. Guess that one's out. I'm completely unsuited to working for another human being ever again at this point, so this writing thing better work out.
Yeah, once you make that transition, it pretty much ruins you for. I mean, I was never good at working for anybody in the first place because people somebody tells me what to do, and I'm like, my first reaction is like, "Fuck you! You can't tell me what to do."
Yeah,
I'm like, "Oh wait, yeah, you can."
I was a shit employee the first time around.
Yeah, I was a pretty terrible employee. So I mean, I was good at, I did software development for like 18 years, and I was pretty good at it. But yeah, then they would be like, you should do it this way, and I'd be like, no, no, fuck you, I'm doing it this way makes more sense. I'm doing it this way.
But you kiss my ass, CEO.
Right. Then I would get fired. So,
yeah.
So now I'm doing the writer thing, and it's more, I have a little more control. And so, yeah, there's no way I could go back to any other kind of job. I really want to do.
That's me. I mean, there was only a couple hundred people in the country who did what I did, and I was really good at it, which is the only way I stayed employed as long as I did. Because nobody in their right mind would keep me on otherwise.
Shit, I used to be a stockbroker. I fucking hated the real world.
God.
Well, today I just ended 20 years in corporate America.
Woo!
So
Woo!
officially,
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The Kickstarter for Rick starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
So tomorrow I start my new career, looking through people's garbage cans for food. But
Still better than corporate America, though.
Yeah.
But if this author thing doesn't work out, getting back to the question, I would love to be a bad movie reviewer. Somebody who just sits there and watches like Sci-Fi Channel, like grade movies and just writes reviews for them.
Oh, that'd be great.
I have a friend that actually has a website on exactly that thing. It's called Failflix, and he reviews shitty movies. I don't think he makes any money at it, but he does
certainly not.
do it.
I've been teaching English in South Korea for the past 14 years, and so I've got no verifiable job history or marketable skills. So yeah, I'm gonna stick to the writing thing.
If I didn't have to worry about actually making money and eating, I think I would produce the terrible movies that Rick would be reviewing. I'd just produce terrible indie movies, just low B-grade sci-fi horror.
Actually, yeah, making movies would be fun. That'd be a good second job. I'm changing my answer. I want to make movies too.
Not me. I'm sticking with the Asian buffets.
Yeah, making movies is actual work. Just watching the movies and casting judgment on them. That's easy.
Yeah, that is fun. Writing reviews of bad movies.
Yeah, Rick, you realize you basically just described CinemaSins, right?
There's a bunch of them out there. I know there's this one, he used to be called Jabutu's Bad Movie Universe. I used to love it because the guy would write these movie reviews for these shitty movies, but the reviews were almost as long as the movies themselves.
Well, I got one for you, Drew.
Okay.
All right. Well, the first part says, "Are you going to see if Drew will let you do some kind of prestige class?" I guess has that been answered or not? Well, I don't know. Maybe hold on to that one. But second part here. And speaking of Drew Hayes and upcoming works, my question is: are you going to punch Drew in the junk until he finishes Superpower Tier 4? I think this would make a fantastic first impression when you meet at the con.
I'm gonna pass on the touching guys' junks. Just as a rule, it's not my thing.
Yeah, also,
I mean, you be you, but
if I was punched in the dick, I don't really see how that would facilitate writing faster. I would kind of just be crippled in pain. That would be like a good 5 minutes of my life gone. That's definitely not going to thinking about anything in the Superpowers world. It's mostly just, oh god, my dick. Why does it hurt?
I don't know. Maybe you're lying there holding your dick, and suddenly you have this plot revelation.
Yeah,
it's all so clear to me now.
The revelation is I'm going to beat the shit out of whoever punched me in the dick.
That was from Josh Eves, and I think he has similar problem-solving skills to Klaus.
To answer the prestige class question, I'm not against them. There's requirements, and you kind of have to earn them. But if anybody ever actually wants to go down that path, I'm perfectly fine. It's a part of character development. It's not like, you just gotta, I'm going to make you work for it. It's prestige class, not anybody can have it class.
Yeah, I don't think any of our characters mix well with the word prestige.
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
Is there a kind of opposite of a prestige class?
Yeah, what Silas is right now.
Yeah, you guys are the opposite. All right, I think that's all the questions we have for this episode, but we will be back in 2 weeks, and that will be our last episode before Contraflow. We are going to be recording an episode there, and then we're going to podcast it out as usual. So yeah, you can see our first ever live taping, and you can see just how much editing goes into this podcast to make it enjoyable for all of you. But until then, or until next episode, we will see you then. All right, bye.
See ya.
Later.
Authors and Dragons is brought to you under a Creative Commons license, meaning you are free to share this material so long as credit is given to the original creators, which is us, the people who are playing it. The opening music, Take a Chance, and closing theme, Master of the Feast, are both credited to Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com and also used under a Creative Commons license.